Good morning, everybody. I'm Frida Stauffer. It's not the weekend, but this shirt gives me weekend vibes. Okay. I'm having a little breakfast. I have 2 slices of keto bread, and I toasted it and I put butter on it. And I have eggs and broccoli, and that's my breakfast. Bismillah. Mmm. 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 It tastes so good. And healthy. It's food I feel good about. I was thinking, my friend Angelique suggested the Popeyes fish sandwich. And I was thinking and craving it. And I looked at myself in the mirror and said, I don't need it. I love to eat it though. But when I eat this, and I know, well, the bread is processed. Of course, it's made with processed ingredients, but eggs and broccoli are healthy. Coffee with a little milk. During the month of Ramadan, I missed my coffee in the morning. I could have had it at 4:30 when we had our suhoor, the early morning snack before daylight, but it's not the same as it is to sit and have coffee when everyone else is at work and school. I'm gonna calm my cravings for something I shouldn't have with something that is good for me. It's a win for the day. If I can just remember that making good choices now, just make good choices now, is the way to get there, because I have so much weight to lose that if I think about how much weight I have to lose, I get hopeless, and it's difficult, and I get overwhelmed, and I think it's impossible. This is good. And it's making a good choice now. When everything is going on, I can't focus on what I'm eating. I lose my focus really fast. Because I don't know from minute to minute I'm not grounded in the now when everything is happening. I'm thinking about things I have to do, things I should have done. And then I eat what's in the house, what's in front of my faces. I eat what's in front of my face. That is bad. Bad, bad, bad. So, I had gone shopping yesterday, and then I went to a doctor appointment that didn't exist. It's supposed to be today, but now it's so stormy and windy, I'm afraid it might get canceled or rescheduled. I went to the pharmacy to pick up my steroid inhaler because I'm afraid to go without it because I wheeze a lot more when I don't have it. Over the weekend, I moved all my indoor plants outside, except a few. I need to put a few more out if I can find my zip ties. I bought zip ties and now I don't know where I put them. I don't know where they are. I remember them laying here on the table when I was making that Reese's icebox cake, and then after that I don't know where they went on to. Where did they go? I really don't know. I like the month of Ramadan, but when I can't fast, I don't feel it as much. Well, I've been informed by someone, I don't really know them, but they say that it's my fault I have kidney stones because I keep eating spinach. I eat spinach, but not that much. I eat spinach, I don't know. I don't even have any right now. I buy a lot of spinach because my family eats spinach, and spinach in that giant box, when you cook it, it shrinks so small. And even if I do eat it, I mean, sometimes I eat it regularly, but not often. I have it here sometimes, more than others, but other people eat spinach in this house too. I was reading about the causes of kidney stones and which one I think is more likely to be my reason for having kidney stones. I had one before, one or maybe two small ones before I had COVID and pneumonia. And then after COVID pneumonia, they became really large. I believe it's because they asked me to take large quantities of supplemental vitamin C. And that is one of the #1 causes of large kidney stones, is the vitamin C pills they give you from the store. And the causes that my doctors told me, the doctors that care for me, the list of information they gave me said it's eating too much protein and too much salt and too much sugar. Sugar and salt in large quantities are so bad for your kidneys, and protein too. So as Americans, if we eat processed food, that is in our too much of that is in our food, and also fast food. So I rarely eat fast food. In the last month, I ate more than usual, and that was 3 times of fast food. And other than that, I believe they became really big, and because I took so much of the vitamin C from like the most strong one that you can get for over a year, because I was recovering from long COVID. It lasted a long time. I was so weak, like I had it felt like I had chronic fatigue syndrome after it. And chronic fatigue syndrome often comes after a virus. So it felt like that's what I had. I was tired and my muscles hurt, and I kept taking it because I wanted to boost my immune system. But then when I read that that vitamin C supplements are really harmful for your kidneys and make you have kidney stones, I stopped taking it. And I know almonds have oxalates, and almonds, when you eat keto, a lot of food is a lot of substitutes for high carb foods is almond flour. So you make your bread with almond flour, you make your various things that you make, cakes and whatever you make with almond flour. Now I don't use it as much as I did before. Before I would use the almond flour every single day, and now I don't, because I know it has a lot of oxalates, and I know I eat more almond. I was eating more almonds, and maybe too much. Too much of anything is not good for you, but oxalates were like at the lowest point of my concerns, because I know my diet, and I know what I've been taking, and I know what my doctors told me. So I don't think that I overdosed on oxalates, except unless it was from the almonds, because almond is so strong. I mean, so much almond is in a lot of ketogenic recipes. So I stopped using as much of that, and I only eat almonds like if I'm eating nuts, and I still have almond flour here, and I'm scared to use it. So I can probably use it every now and then, once or twice a week, but I was using it every day, and I needed to stop using it so much. In case they had anything to do with it, because it's one thing I have that I know I was using a lot of that can cause kidney stones. But spinach is the least of my worries. Also, I've learned that if you eat food that is high in oxalate and you eat food that is high in calcium in the same meal, it will bind together and it will never go to your kidneys. So that was something that I read, and I follow that advice, because there are a lot of things that if you eat it together, it doesn't do you any harm, but if you eat it separately, you don't absorb it, or something like that. Like, for example, if you eat calcium, if you eat cheese on your burger, you can slow the absorption of iron, and things like that that I know from my nutrition class in college, I think. Yeah, it was in the book that I had. I had a book that I got for that class, and it was in that book that it said if you eat calcium and iron together, then you don't absorb the iron. So in order to absorb more iron, I would put tomatoes and lettuce on my burgers instead of cheese. But if you eat the cheese with spinach, it's good, because the two complement each other, and they like bind the things that shouldn't go in your kidney, and it goes away. And if you eat the lettuce and tomato with a burger, the vitamin C, natural vitamin C that's in the tomato, will help your body absorb the iron that's in the burger meat. So I don't want anyone to take it personal if I don't do what you think I should do. But I appreciate the advice, because it shows that you care. And you know, I don't want to make anyone mad because I didn't take their advice. But sometimes I know myself, and I know something that I didn't talk about or explain, and I don't always have to talk about it or explain it. But if you're curious, I don't mind you asking or talking about it. But I don't want you to get mad and think it's that I mean something personal if I don't follow your advice, because I know myself better than you do, I think. I believe I do. But I do appreciate advice, and I enjoy trying things that you guys suggest. That's part of what I love about YouTube and having YouTube friends. So thank you for watching and listening to me. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. Thank you all for your support and your love and your advice, which I love and appreciate. Take care and have a blessed day. Try to be safe if you're living in a stormy area.